Hello, beautiful people. Once more, you're welcome to my channel. My name is Mr. Bokang Judakem. In this channel, we talk about agricultural and livestock activities as well as agribusiness. If this is your first time of watching my channel, do subscribe, like, share, and above all, drop us a comment in the comment section. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about coccidiosis. What is coccidiosis? How is coccidiosis being spread? What are the signs of coccidiosis and how can we actually treat or control coccidiosis? Coccidiosis is a protozoan of the phylum Apicomplexa, family Emeridae, and most of the species belongs to the genus Emerida and they affect different sides of the intestine. It takes between 4 to 7 days to actually spread and it causes excessive damages in the intestine or the intestinal mucosa of the chicken. So how do this particular protozoan is being spread? It is being spread from one infected chicken or one infected bird to another through droppings, through contaminated feed, through contaminated water, maybe from litter, and even the soil. It can equally be transmitted through equipments, through personnel, through clothing, in fact, everything that is in contact with these birds. So this is how this particular disease is being spread, especially in an environment where the environmental temperature is favorable. For example, temperatures between 15 to 32 degrees Celsius and an environment that is humid with a lot of oxygen. It favors this particular spread of the protozoan. So in situations like this, how will you be able to recognize or know that your bird has coccidiosis? You need to know that there are two types of coccidiosis. You have the cecal coccidiosis and the intestinal coccidiosis. The signs are almost similar. For the cecal coccidiosis, you have listlessness, dullness. You equally have bloody diarrhea. That is one of the important point that you have to take note. When you realize that the stool of your bird is bloody, you will automatically know that your bird is suffering from coccidiosis. You have the comb becomes very pale. There's lots of appetite. There's hunchback, and then you realize that the bird becomes very immobile, almost with closed eyes, droppy feathers, and then you realize that the physis is um, is bloody. Then the birds will tend to huddle huddle together, and then there will be that reduction in feed intake. For intestinal coccidiosis, you realize that there's automatically loss of weight, there is anorexia, and then there's either cessation of egg production. And then for diarrhea, you realize that the diarrhea will be brownish or has that chocolate color. Those are some of the symptoms. That chocolate color, those are some of the symptoms that when you immediately you observe, you realize that your birds have been attacked by this particular disease. Because there are some other symptoms that are common to other diseases. For example, anorexia or loss of appetite is a general symptom for so many diseases because when a bird is sick, normally the bird will not be able to feed well or to eat. So there is equally the birds, as I said earlier, we have their eyes closed or half closed, and then their wings will be droppy. So when you realize situations like this, you just know that your birds have coccidiosis. So how can we actually treat or control? There's one thing that we have to understand. This particular disease can cause mortality of up to 50% in your flock for young birds of between 12 or between less than 12 weeks or 12 weeks old. They can cause that mortality. So if you don't actually prevent or control this particular disease, you are going to incur a lot of losses because you will not be able to make any profit. Maybe the capital you have invested in this particular business will go down the drain. So it is but normal that you prevent this particular disease from infecting your flock. Even if you see some traces of coccidiosis, you have to treat the entire flock. Treat every bird. You can administer these drugs maybe through feed or through their drinking water. But what we usually do, or what is common around our own environment, is mostly administering uh, this anticox through drinking water. So the first thing that we have to do as far as the control or the treatment is concerned is the cleanliness of the equipments and the personnel. The personnel, they have to ensure that there is cleanliness. Whatever they are using, their clothing, their boots, and whatever, the drinkers, everything has to be very clean. Very, very clean. Then we have to equally avoid overcrowding in our poultry. We have to ensure that there is ventilation. Our poultry has to be well ventilated so that the litter should not be that damp or moist, because in such an environment this particular protozoa will sporulate very fast and affect or infect birds. Then you have to separate birds. You have to separate young birds from the old ones. Then you have to ensure that your birds, before stocking your farm, you have to disinfect your building. It is very, very important, and it's to me it's one of the prerequisites for success in poultry farming. Then you have to administer drugs against coccidiosis. There are so many drugs, so many. So the ones we are used to, especially in the environment, depends on what people have in your own locality. We can use anticox. There is equally amprolium, there is Sitcox. There are so many drugs against coccidiosis. You can administer anticox for between 3 to 5 days. The dosage or the posology is 1 teaspoon is to 20 liters of water for anticox. That is a drug that is being produced by Laprovet. There is no publicity. It's being produced by Laprovet, so they are actually effective against coccidiosis. So you have to can prevent. In other areas, there are vaccination. There are vaccines that have been, produced that are used against coccidiosis. You can equally get some of those vaccines, but within our own area, they are not that common. So if this is your first time, you find this video interesting, do subscribe, like, share, and drop us a comment in the comment section. Tell us what you think about the videos that we upload every day. If they are useful, drop us a comment. If you think there are things that we have to improve on it, don't fail to send us a comment or drop us a comment in the comment section. Thank you very much for watching my video.